What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Chainlink today for the Fonz himself. Fonzie, we're doing this one for you. If anybody has a request, you can leave it in the Discord in the request section. I do prioritize the Discord, and then from there I will look at the YouTube comments and just kind of do it in order of who requested what first. I try to get to them within a day. Sometimes it takes 2 days, but ultimately, the channel's still small enough where we can do that kind of thing. So I would like to do that for as long as possible. I know I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys very much. I'm very grateful. It's a huge mile marker. It's an accomplishment in itself. I'm happy with that. And you guys just getting all jazzed up about it too. It's cool, man. It's really encouraging. I'm very, very glad to have the community here. All walks of life. It's really cool. But enough of that, guys. What I'm trying to say is, if you'd like to join the Discord, I will leave a link in the description. If you want to leave a request in the YouTube section, go for that too. You don't have to join the Discord. I'll still do your requests, but it's just more organized, easier to see on the Discord. And I check the Discord more frequently anyways. So anyways, let's get into this TA. Let's do this thing. Looking at this thing here, Chainlink. Right, I forget what I said in my last video, but it was probably more or less something like we are in a huge phase of accumulation. We have broken out of it now, and we're getting a strong move following through with that. I don't think it stops here, and we'll go into why. If you remember, I'm sure if you've been watching this thing, you already know we had a pretty nice ascension yesterday with a 14.5% move from open to close. On the weekly here, we are rather overbought, but it's the first time being overbought in a little while, right? And we have seen readings turn around here or even lower, right? This week is still like halfway to go, and if this week were to close red, then the RSI wouldn't be at this level here. It'd actually be back down at around the 80 level, where right now it's at about 85. So could it turn around somewhere in these areas that are lower? Sure, it could. But also, to the bullish effect, we could stand to go higher. We've had tops in this area before. This high here happened that was in the midst of the bull market, right? And then we had another phase up. This high as well, it didn't even happen actually at the end of the bull market. It was still within the midst of the bull market too. So maybe we do get one of these like initial first pumps leading into the bull market, and that could take us to readings all the way up at about 95 here, 96, and we're sitting at readings that are again around 85. That could stand to improve the price quite dramatically. Not only are we breaking out of this zone, we're breaking above the purple line. We don't really have any historical data for that, unfortunately. This is where we might look at the daily. Daily found support, I guess not support in that area. But your volume looks good. You had this nice move up. You kind of consolidated here, and you're breaking out, getting that follow through. Just a kind of rough idea of the move. From when you broke out here to the top there, you put it to where I guess you were at the low. This would stand to improve in price, I would think. I'm looking at it here, top to bottom. Breaking through your 1618. It wouldn't be too crazy if you turned around from here. It wouldn't be too insane. I do think you go higher though, man. This daily RSI looks really strong. Like if you were to turn around from here, I don't think it'll be by much. Maybe you go back down to around the resistance points up here, which is it's like $12, something like that, just below $12. You might not even make it that low. Maybe you find support on your 1414 and continue to move up from there. But all in all, I think this thing wants to go up higher. If we look at this fib here from that low to the all-time high, all-time high to cycle low, we actually just broke above our 382. With this kind of look, man, when you're held down by your 236 for so long, and I mean maybe this is the look to be using because this was like your low, that was a fake out. When you're held below your 236 for so long and you break above your 382 like this, you don't even get held down by it like you did your 236. I very much would expect that you're going to see a rather swift move up to this 61869 area, and beyond that even is possible because you do have, you have on a closing basis you have resistance here. On a wicking basis, you have resistance here, which also ties in with some closing weeks right here. You could go to your 786, which is at about $32.3, or maybe your 886 sitting there at right around $41. Maybe you find some turbulence here at the 61869 area. That would make sense. But from a price perspective, you know, from an let me delete it. From a price perspective, it wouldn't be too crazy to go up here, you know, at your resistance point, which again, that's around that $33.50 area. So from this whole wound up breaking out, it looks good that you would probably go up here. You're at, if you think about it like this, you found support like in this area. Yeah, you found a bottom here, a little bit of support right when you broke through it. It was go time to the downside. You're at the bottom of this range right now, right? If this was a price range from which before you were in, you're at the bottom of it. So the next place to go, in my opinion, would either be the halfway point or through all the way up to the top, and then you see a more kind of major consolidation phase before going up higher. So prices all the way up at $33.50, I would say by the end of this year are completely likely for Chainlink. If not, you know, at a minimum, I would expect that you see prices at this $21 to $25 area, but that $32 to $40.50 area, that looks pretty good. That does look pretty good. So all in all, daily RSI looks good. 4-hour RSI looks very good, very constructive, very healthy. Volumes coming in as prices building, lovely to see. Definitely the real deal. If you were to go lower, I think you're just going to hold this kind of like higher low structure that you've got going on. You know, I don't think you'll go lower than here. I definitely don't think you're going to break out into this little consolidation zone again. Up and up, man. Up and up. I don't really have anything else I want to say. I forget what my last video was, but hopefully it was something on the same metric. Hopefully I wasn't bearish on it. I don't remember, but looks like you had a breakout here, right? Where did you bounce? Look at that, man. You had this like area of consolidation. You broke it, back tested it for support, and you just fantastic run. That's picture perfect. That's picture perfect shit right there. You're even stair stepping on your way up, right? Like you got a resistance point here. You went above it, tested it for support. Previous resistance becomes support, and boom. So if you were to move lower, maybe you go here, you know, in the same kind of fashion. You might not even go that low. So all in all, you know, maybe you drop $1 from here, but maybe you don't. Maybe you do continue to go higher. I don't think you're going to see a more major correction until you're at least at that 618, 69 area, if not potentially higher than that. So at this point, I'm repeating myself. That's always a great area to leave off. So if you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up. Look for prices that are above $21 in the coming weeks. And by the end of the year, potentially even upwards toward like $40 is totally possible. Up toward the top areas of this like resistance zone up here, something like that, which again, that very top area right there is at $38 actually. So just a little bit below $40. Anyways, take care, y'all. Bye-bye.